Hello and welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses. It is match day, which means, of course, it's time for Match Day Live. It's Leicester City versus Crystal Palace. And I will say, I don't think there's been this much excitement for a game in a long time, or the build up to it at least. So we're happy. I hope you're doing well in the chat. Make sure to leave a comment. Let us know you're here. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. And Neil, what's going on, mate? How you doing?
I'm really good, but you know what? I can't steal Andreas's thunder today because he's the one bringing the hype. So, Andreas, why are you so excited, my friend?
Now I'm having a brilliant day, right? Everything seems to be going away. I think I absolutely nailed my math exam today. Completed it all. I'm confident in 75% out of 100% of the answers, so I'm feeling good. This could be a decent grade, way better than expected. Coming home, the league that I'm working on as a commentator in esports is starting back up again today, so I'm working that tomorrow. Really excited for that. And obviously, Leicester have completed a signing, and we have a winnable game on our hands. The whole mood could be ruined if we lose this, but a win here, and I will be smiling ear to ear for the rest of the day, all through the night. And when I wake up tomorrow, it is a good day.
Anil, mate, now over to you, mate. What's going on? How you doing?
What that guy said. No, I am hype. It's a winnable game. I really like the team selection that we've made. We've made a signing. So I think things are looking up. We beat PSR. It's all looking good, and I feel like things are being put together. So come on, Leicester, let's do this. We should have beaten Palace last time. We were a better team for a long periods of that game. Steve Cooper inexplicably decided to see the game out and put 5 at the back. I think we would have won it if we hadn't gone for that decision. I don't think Rude will do that, so I think we've got a chance. And Palace, they've lost Trevor Chalobah. He went back to Chelsea. Feels like the stars are aligning.
It does indeed, mate. I couldn't agree with you more. Okay, so you mentioned the team. I'll come to you first, Doc. There is the team on the right-hand side of your screen. Stolarczyk, Justin Fass, Vestergaard, I can't say it. Christiansen, Sumari, Winks, El Kanouche, I can say that one. Facundo Buonanotte, Mavididi, and Mr. Jamie Vardy, mate. What are your initial thoughts, your instant thoughts on that lineup?
I think it's brilliant. I think Cody hasn't had the best games really since coming in. I mean, he has been all right at stages, but has also made some mistakes, cost some goal, or at times looked shaky on the ball. And while Fass has certainly done the same early in the season, he had a great game against QPR, and I'm all for giving the chance if you show you're up to the snuff, right? I think that's maybe the only reason why you could say you could have wanted Luke Thomas to be starting actually instead of Christiansen, because I mean he did have a good game against Aston Villa, but I obviously love Christiansen to death, right? So for me, in terms of form and everything, strongest the lineup possible. I'm very excited what we'll do here today.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'll bring that one up. Anil Kunal says strongest lineup we can put out, mate. I mean, it's true, isn't it? Because is it the same lineup as the QPR game, but Fass in instead of Cody, and that does probably make it the best available lineup, doesn't it?
Well, Fass and Cody played together, didn't they? So he's actually gone and put Vestergaard in with Fass. So Yannick was missing. So that's an interesting one, but I think that's good selection. If you watch the match preview, Luke called it out. He said he would do that too. And I think that's a nod to the fact that you have to say that Palace, who are the danger men, you're going to have Eze obviously drifting around that sort of side behind Justin. Mateta scored twice against us last time round. So, we can't take these guys for granted. They're a good team. So I think the additional pace could be useful there. So it's interesting that he's gone for those two. Someone just mentioned there was no Okoli in the squad whatsoever. That's very interesting. Obviously, Tom Cannon was recalled from his loan as well. I mean, there's so much to talk about. It's a big 24 hours for Leicester. Clearly, things are happening. And for me, that makes me more excited. I think now's really the time to turbocharge the season and let's go.
I couldn't agree with you more, mate. Andreas, mate, 2 of your fellow Danes in the starting 11. Like Anil just said, Vestergaard obviously missed out because of an injury. Christiansen did miss the last league game because of illness. He obviously then came back in for QPR and he's reclaimed his spot. What are your thoughts, mate, on them 2 players in particular, Vestergaard and Christiansen, back in the team?
It's good to have Vestergaard back. He'll be dictating the tempo, especially when we expect to be having more off the ball and have to build up, right? I think he's crucial in that. So I think it's really good that he's back from his small little injury. Good to see Christiansen back. Always good to just have, at the very least, 2 fit left backs, right? And then you can argue who you think is more deserving to start. I didn't think Christiansen did much wrong in the last game. So I'm very excited. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling optimistic. Crystal Palace have lost Trevor Chalobah as well, and we have Mavididi, Facundo, El Kanouche, and Vardy up front. Man, that is the best front 4 we could have currently. I am, smiling ear to ear. This game has to go our way and kickstart our, campaign to stay in the Premier League.
Yes, mate, absolutely. Just want to bring this comment up here. Anil, thoughts on this? Because you did mention Okoli. I'm seriously frustrated with Rude for not including Caleb Okoli in the squad. It's an absolute joke. Caleb has never played poorly for us under Cooper, except for that one game against United. I mean, Anil, from what we're reading, he's going to be leaving, right? He's going to be out the door for whatever reason. The only explanation I can think of is like he's homesick, he's just struggling to adapt, and he wants to go back to Italy. We have seen that in the past in football. It's not a new thing. That's the only explanation for me, mate, because surely after 6 months, you're not just saying, right, you've had enough time, it's not worked out, you're off. There's got to be something more to it.
Well, I just got a feeling Rude doesn't fancy him, which you're entitled to do as a manager. If he is supposed to be one for the future and one that we're going to be building the team around, if he feels he's not quite good enough and he wants to bring in his own man, you're allowed to do that as a manager, right? He didn't sign him. It's got nothing to do with him. Maybe he doesn't think, maybe as well, the club just think, he's one for the future, but he's an asset that we can get some money for right now. And for where the club is, we need to bring in people that can do the difference right here, right now. That was obviously the issue with the Skip signing as well. For what it's worth, though, yes, I agree. I think it's very unfortunate. Hassan got a very good point. What did Okoli ever do that was bad? He did have some dodgy games pre-season, but every time he came in the Premier League, he played very well. And I believe he was in the clean sheets that we had in the Cup and against Bournemouth. So really didn't put a foot wrong. And that Man United game, it's not like he was the only player that played badly. The entire team put in the shocker there other than Bilal. So very unfortunate. But what I would just say, though, is maybe at his age and the sort of fee paid, is he the same level as when Harry Maguire came to the club? Is he the same level as Wesley Fofana when he came to the club? Is he the same level when Chadar Sionchu came to the club? Look, Sionchu, to be fair, had a season getting used to the pace of the league. So I am being a bit unfair here. But what do you want? Do you want a defender at that level, or do you want a defender at the Daniel Amate level? And you know where we are and what happened when Big Dan was in the team. So, yeah, I think he's very unlucky. But in some ways, maybe the ruthless nature of the manager isn't necessarily a bad thing, because we need quality to stay up, in my opinion. If he brings in the same money that we got him for and we get like a top player, could be the difference.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. Palace aren't 8 games unbeaten, are they? I don't know what. I'm not sure.
I mean, they have been on a decent run of form recently, right? It hasn't been that many victories, but quite a few draws.
Yeah, I mean, just want to get your thoughts, both of you, on. Let me just find the comment. I can't find it now, but I'll bring this one up here. Joseph Bartel said, "Come on, lads, we need 3 goals, 3 points, whatever you want to call it, right? All of the above."
Yes to both.
Yeah, well, Doc, when you at the start of the stream, both of you said a winnable game, and obviously it's so easy for us to say that, and it can easily backfire, and they could go and smack us up, right? We saw it against Wolves, the most winnable game at the time. But this is absolutely massive, isn't it, Doc? Because I've even just seen a video of Ruud van Nistelrooy getting interviewed, and he said that like this is a massive game because. Yes, we have Fulham coming up, but Palace, you would say, are the weaker side out of them too. Spurs, there's just so many tough games. You have to get 3 from this one if you want to stay up.
Exactly. And that's, I think, why I'm also so excited for this game, because for the last 4 games, I haven't been too excited because after the Wolves game, if we lost, I didn't feel like we really lost anything. We'd only be gaining things because these were games where we weren't expected to claim the points. But this is one of the games where, I can feel it in my nerves because 3 points here is massive. Just like the Wolves game, I will be tremendously disappointed if we drop a bad performance here because these are the games where we have to be on our A game, winning and getting 3 points.
Yeah, do you agree with that, Anil?
100%. I mean, it's interesting because Ruud was saying as well that obviously we need the results, but we need to get those performances in as well. But hopefully we can do both. We had the good warm up in the Cup game, but yeah, come on, lads, let's get our season up and running.
Yes, mate. Yeah, first goal here is crucial for confidence and momentum, Chris says. Oh, sorry. He meant we are 8 games unbeaten against Palace. Wow, that is a surprise. That surprises me a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah,
because as you say, all I remember is them coming to us in a Claude Puel era and just absolutely smashing. And just the reason you and I love Wilfred Zaha so much is just we're sick of seeing that guy score absolute worldies against us on the regular.
Yeah. No, mate, I remember. Shout out to you, Hunter, as well, who became a member yesterday. Need the first goal. I think that is a lot of people are agreeing with that. But that is probably the case, isn't it, Anil? You know, you want to start off. Yes, we had that really good win in the cup, convincing win. But you know, we're back to the Premier League now. We're back to playing the big boys. And you know, if we concede early, we've seen it so many times in the past with Leicester. Heads can drop quite quickly, and the fans. Heads can drop, which is the main thing as well, because you won't get much noise after that.
Yeah, I agree. But one thing that I always think is good is that when we play the evening games, I just think the atmosphere is so much better. I have to say, normally the worst type of game for Leicester is like a slightly early kickoff. I just feel that when you go to the ground as well, like people haven't woken up yet. These evening games are kind of special. Like one that really stands out actually is during the title winning year, the match against Liverpool at home. I got to go to that one to see Vardy hit his one and only goal from outside the box. And the atmosphere was just absolutely electric that evening. That's what we need. Be the 12th man.
Yeah, here's an interesting question, Duck. Again, it goes back to what we were saying about winnable games and stuff. But this is true, isn't it? If we don't win matches like these, what will we win? And I suppose then the squad, you know, they're professionals. Maybe they won't think this way. But, you know, I would think this way if I was in the squad. I think, well, if we can't beat Palace, who are we going to beat? We've already played Wolves, Southampton, Ipswich. We've only got one game each against them. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think especially when you're at home, right? These are the games when you need to be a bit more ambitious and should be aiming for more, just like the Man City game, right? We all were aiming for a point, left a bit disappointed, but again, it was Man City at the end of the day. The Wolves one at home, absolutely shambolic. We didn't walk away with 3 points there. These are the games we need to win. And you can make excuses when you're away from home and that it's tough, but away from home, there are no excuses to be made. I think Koulibaly will add some fresh blood, right? Obviously, he's not involved in the squad today, but normally a new signing just brings that fresh energy. I think we discussed it actually behind the scenes when we were watching the game against QPR with James Justin playing really well. Sometimes, you know, someone coming in and now threatening to take your place does make a player perform a bit better because they are sometimes thriving under the pressure. And hopefully that's what we'll see today, not just from James Justin, but the whole squad, that they're boosted by the new signing and thriving under the pressure of trying to stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, we've dropped 2 points to these guys. We need all 3 today. I mean, Anil, we were very close to winning that game. It was one of those games where I think, you know, Cooper got a lot of criticism, you know, after that on how he managed the game. He brought on Connor Cody. Our attacking threat just disappeared. And that man, Cody, gave away that penalty in the last minute to lose 2 points. So, you know, we've nearly had them already this season, and we're a better team now. Granted, they are as well, but we are a better team now than we were back then.
I agree. It's interesting because they started the season not in the best form, but I saw their lineup the last game they played. It's a bit interesting. I don't think they've really solved their issue, which is that they, you know, obviously they got rid of Michael Elise, and no one's really. Like, I'm looking at their lineup today. Jefferson Lerma from ex-Bournemouth is in the team. Not the best player. Obviously, Trevor Chalobah's not there. Eze is starting. Obviously, that's a challenge. The big thing is they've got Ismail Assar's coming to the team, and he actually plays as a 10 rather than as a right winger or right wing back. So that's one to keep an eye out. But for example, where's Adam Wharton? He's not playing. Doucouré's not starting, although he could come on. So I think they're gettable. Yeah, I think they're definitely gettable. But yeah, we must pay them respect.
Palace is a great donation club. Still, we can't get donation. I mean, yeah, let's not put our hopes on that. Just a quick one here. Again, Ducko, about the fans. I mean, agreed. The fans in the stadium need to make an aggressive atmosphere again. So many games where they are not the 12th man that we need. And, you know, I do have a little bit of sympathy sometimes because I'm very much of the opinion that it's down to the players on the pitch to give the fans something to get them up for. I mean, I remember back to the first game of the season against Tottenham where there was so much worry about the season ahead, and we were absolutely battered for the first 45 minutes. And early in the second half, your good friend Victor Christiansen put in a crunching challenge on James Maddison, and the fans suddenly turned, and we went on to get a point from it. So the fans are really important.
Yeah, the fans are obviously really important, right? I think some things that you guys will have experienced a lot differently throughout your lifetime is how, you know, supporting your team works when you're in the stadium, because the culture in Denmark is very different. I don't want to say hooligans, but in terms of you have this, you have a diehard section at every single stadium. Come into Park and watching Copenhagen play. I don't want to say 1/4 because the section they have is a bit smaller, but it's called Section 12, the 12th man. And it is, I think, 10, 15,000 people who stand up all game. They will constantly be cheering. They have a cable, they call it, a guy, choreograting the crowd to constantly be behind the team and backing them. And that's what has made Copenhagen one of the most, fiercest grounds to come to, because there are these fans who will, do everything to make sure that club get this extra percent. And in the UK, it's just not the same because no clubs have this. And Leicester in particular, when I was there, it was a lovely atmosphere. It was a nice time. I loved it. But there wasn't this fire in the crowd that would turn the players on more, if that's how I should phrase it, maybe, because I love the remainder of being in Leicester. I'll make that very clear. But I've tried it at Chelsea as well. The crowd, it's different. And I don't think it's a crowd that really gets the most out of the players, to be honest.
Yep. Okay, right. Anil, you've seen the squads, you've seen the starting lineups. I do often say to you, has your opinion changed? But let's go with it now with the lineup, with our lineup, with the Palace lineup. What is your score prediction for this match? And just before you say it, everybody watching this, please get your score predictions in the live chat below. Go on, Anil, score prediction.
I'm even more optimistic. I'm going to go 3-1.
Wow.
Up from 2-1 because Chalobah's missing and we've started with Bilal and Facundo.
There we go. It makes all the difference. Oh, we'll be able to get a score prediction from our good friend Luke as well. Hello to you, Luke.
Hey.
I hope you're doing well. 3:30 a.m. where Luke is. Crazy stuff.
Wow.
I'll give you 10, 20 seconds to just think about stuff and wake up, Luke. Duck, what's your score prediction, mate?
I am going to keep saying we'll get a clean sheet until the day that it happens again. We've only had 3 this season, but that pretty much means this prediction will be wrong already. But I'm going for a 2-0. Please, for the love of God, give us that clean sheet. The defense desperately needs it.
Love it. And Luke, mate, while you've been sleeping, we've playing our best lineup. We've signed Boyo Koulibaly. How's it going, mate? How are you feeling?
Awesome, mate. Good to hear the news. We've finally signed someone. I'm still going to be positive. Going to stick to my prediction score. I'm going to go for 3-1. Unfortunately, clean sheet, but I love your optimism, Duck.
Luke will be more awake in 45 minutes at halftime. He will be back on the screen. Giving his thoughts, hopefully positive. We'll have to wait and see. Cheers, Anil. Cheers, Luke. Cheers, Duck. We'll see you very soon at halftime. We'll let them go and watch the game, and they'll be back shortly. My score prediction: I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester. 2-1 Leicester. Okay. Let's take a look at what the score predictions in the chat are saying. Get them in now. Chris says 2-2. Daz says 2-1. 5-2. 2-0 Palace. Danny, the Leeds fan, boo, says. Andreas says 3-1 Leicester. Nazar says 1-0. Glenn Preston reckons it's going to be 2-0 to Leicester. Kunal agrees. Ray is saying 3-2, dreaming of a clean sheet. 2-1 Simon. Boho says 2-1. 2-1 looks to be a popular scoreline. Only one clean sheet in 20 matches. We fell off. Absolutely. Niggy says 3-2. Charles wants to go, thinks we'll get a 3-1. Good win on Saturday, but we can't have a clean sheet. Klebo says 2-1 to City. Well, we are moments away from this match kicking off. So let's get everything up and ready. Let's press that. Let's get rid of that. And finally, let's click that. There we go. Okay. God knows what's going to happen in this one. God knows what's going to happen in this one. I think lots of fans are positive, but Leicester City, you never know what's going to happen. It's not 2-1, so ignore that. It's, of course, 0-0. So let's get that changed quickly. Okay. I hope it's 2-1 to Leicester. That'll be a nice end. 2-1 to Leicester. Simon reckons. There we go. It is a popular scoreline. It is a very popular scoreline. We're about to kick off, and we have kicked off. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. We have kicked off this first half. Crystal Palace away at the King Power Stadium against Leicester City. Will we start strong? I think a lot of fans are in agreement that we need to. And there's a goal already in the game at Newcastle Wolves, I think. No, there's not. No, there's not. Here we go. Leicester City on an attack. Bilal El Khanous is through on this left-hand side. He puts the ball into the box. Strong start from Leicester. Couple attacks already. Leicester pressing Crystal Palace, putting them under pressure. Bilal El-Khanouch, Jamie Vardy's in already. Oh, he couldn't get enough of a connection on it, and it's saved by the Palace keeper. That was a strong start by Leicester. As Buzz says, come on, lads. This is going to be a good game by the looks of it already. In the opening 50 seconds or so, literally. The opening 50 seconds. Come on, boys. Madly, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Told Vardy should have got a rest. He's just had one touch. Hadjar says, let's go. Leicester win the ball back here with Harry Winks in midfield. He's going to play it through to Vardy. He takes one touch and plays it back to Facundo Buonanotte. Leicester City reset and go back to Wout Faes at the back. Harry Winks, Facundo Buonanotte, nice little one touch. Leicester putting nice things together here already. James Justin, Harry Winks, Wout Faes back in the lineup. Buba Samari, one touch to Harry Winks. Lots of passes already for Leicester City in this opening minute or so. Jamie Vardy is through on goal. He shoots! Oh, and it's a yard or two wide left of the post. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Strong start by Leicester. Very strong start by Leicester. Vardy just took it on the half volley with his right foot. Yeah, about 2 yards wide of the post there. Harry Winks. Leicester starting this game strong. Seriously, Harry Winks. Steffi Mavididi. Terrible pass by Steffi. I don't know what he was thinking. He's given the ball away. Now Crystal Palace will go long. And they find Eze here, I think, on the right. Palace are in the box. Poor touch from Mateta. Leicester City are able to clear. Here is Steffi Mavididi again. Harry Winks. Harry Winks looking for a runner. He finds Steffi Mavididi. This could be an opportunity for Leicester. Jamie. That is another poor touch there by Vards. Another poor touch. Disjointed attack. And now Palace are through. It's end to end. This is going to be offside though. And it is a strong save by Jakub Stolarczyk. Regardless of the save. Regardless of the offside. Wow. Crazy, crazy start to this game, genuinely. Don't want to hit on him, but Steffi and Vards should get rest, man. Nice football, Boho says. Love it when we start like this, Hadjar says. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I do love it when we start like this. The Woyo Koulibaly signing obviously did not come in time for him to start or play, make any contribution to this game, unfortunately. As we know, Trevor Chalobah is not with Crystal Palace today. He has been recalled. He's been recalled by Chelsea. Remember, guys, if you are new around here, let me know if whatever you think to the game, how you think it's going, who you think's having a good game, who you think's having a bad game, substitutions later on, all of that good stuff. Let me know in the live chat. We will monitor it and we will bring comments up during the whole stream. Here is Victor Christensen. He finds Harry Winks. Harry Winks plays in Facundo Buonanotte. Facundo Buonanotte drives forward here. He finds James Justin on this far right-hand side. He cuts inside on his left foot, takes a shot, and it's blocked. Now Palace will try and start a counter of some kind. Buonanotte wins the ball back. Harry Winks. Buba Samari. Leicester with the high tempo, high, quick passing in this game so far. Lots and lots and lots of passes. Taking the game to Crystal Palace, absolutely. Wout Faes drives into midfield, plays it back to Buba Samari. Leicester come wide. Christensen. He tries to find Steffi Mavididi there, but can't. And Crystal Palace win the ball back. We hope so. We hope so. Here is Eberechi Eze driving forward for Crystal Palace. He's taking it slow. He's given Leicester players enough time to get back. Tries the ball out wide to Munoz, and Christensen's able to get his head on it and clear it. Camera pans to Ruud van Nistelrooy in the dugout. No, mate. BT Sport. TNT Sport is on. I have that. Yeah, TNT Sport. Winks drops in and helps out the defence there. Leicester will build again. That's better. No, I just have it. I have it every month. It's just on my TV, mate. Hopefully get 3 points. Fucking hell, I hope so, mate. I really hope so. Jesus. It has been a strong start by Leicester. We had a couple of chances straight off the bat. Slowed it down a little bit more now, though. Samare, Harry Winks. James Justin now with it. Winks is going to have to bail him out. Winks tries to bail him out. Oh, Palace win the ball back. Vardy's hurt his foot there in some way, shape, or form. I think he'll be all right. Yeah, he's all right. Camera pans to Oliver Glasner. Not happy already. Not happy with what he's seeing. Whoa, yo, whoa, yo, whoa, yo. Right. Leicester City go backwards now, and it's sat with Jakub Stolarczyk. He plays in Buba Samari right into the heart of the midfield. He starts an attack. Facundo Buonanotte now out here on the right-hand side. He's got Vardy in the middle. He's got Steffi Mavididi on the opposite side. Facundo Buonanotte comes inside. Harry Winks now with it. He tries to play a ball into Vardy. Vardy gets his head on it, but can't do much with it. Here's Steffi Mavididi into the area. Munoz chases him down. He plays it back. Christensen smacks it into the area, not able to find anyone, and the ball bounces all the way back to Yannick Vestergaard. James Justin now on the right-hand side. 1-2s with Wout Faes. Come on, Leicester. What can you do with it? So it looks like Eze is kind of playing alongside Sarr in behind Jean-Philippe Mateta. No Trevor Chalobah, as we said. No Adam Wharton as well. That is a boost for Leicester City in this game. Jakub Stolarczyk looks for the diag ball for Mavididi. Not very good, that one, and it's back with the Palace keeper, which is Dean Henderson. Mark Gahey at the back now for Crystal Palace. Will Hughes in the middle. I can't believe he's still going. Any Will Hughes? I mean, he's not that old, but he's just seems to be around for ages. Here comes Tyrick Mitchell on the left-hand side for Crystal Palace. He finds Eze in the middle. Daniel Munoz tries to take it past Victor Christensen, but he can't. Christensen wins it, and he's going to try. Oh, is that a foul? It's not. Leicester City get away with that one. Samari, man. Poor pass from Buba Samari. Gives the ball away. A chance to start an attack for Leicester. Unfortunately, gives it straight to a Crystal Palace player. Leicester are fouled, though. It's going to be a free kick in our own half. Need to create something off this momentum. 100%, mate. It's all good having possession. We need to make it count. You know, we had decent performances in possession against Manchester City and Aston Villa, but did we make it count? No, we didn't. Paul Stevens says, come on, Leicester. Samari finds Bilal El Kanouche getting forward from this left-hand side. Mavididi to his left. He comes inside instead. Harry Winks with it. Finds James Justin on the right-hand side. JJ back into Winks. Come on, boys. Do something with this. Do something with this possession. James Justin's forced back. Jakub Stolarczyk gives it to Yannick Vestergaard, who will come forward. Mr. Winks, Wout Faes. He looked for the diag, but there was no run from Mavididi, so he thought against it. Vestergaard, lovely play there from Leicester. James Justin on the right-hand side now. He's got an overlap from Facundo. Will he use him? Facundo stays inside. Leicester, come on, man. Crunching challenge from Victor Christiansen, wins the ball, and it's going to be a throw into Leicester. Nicely done. Passion and energy there from Victor Christiansen. Steffi Mavididi wins the ball. He finds Bouba Samari. Can he get on the end of it? He can't. It's a foul from Samari, and it's going to be a free kick to Crystal Palace. How can we not string a few passes together around the box? Plenty in defence. Faes is auditioning for Strictly again. Come on, you Blues. Van Nistelrooy will be happy with what he's seen, but I imagine a lot of the fans are thinking, well, we need a goal or two. I mean, we've had some chances already in the opening 10 minutes, but we need more than that. We need goals. We need clear-cut chances, and we need goals. I think that El Khanous has been an outstanding for us so far. Coming up to 12 minutes on the clock. 69% possession for Leicester City thus far. Everton are at home in this game this week. They're playing Aston Villa at Goodison. Newcastle versus Wolves at St James's Park, the other game. There is a game obviously starting at 8 o'clock, the big one, the North London derby. Arsenal versus Tottenham. Leicester win the ball back here. Steffi Mavididi. Bilal El Khanous in a tight space. Can't make it work. Mateta now driving forward for Palace. He'll find Tyrek Mitchell on the left-hand side. Mitchell's going to try and deliver a cross. Eze's on the end of it. Oh, lovely touch there from Eze. He took it once. He took it twice. He took a shot. It was blocked, and Jakub Stolarczyk picks it up. As long as we don't concede first, we have a good chance of winning this. We need to win it, mate. We need to win it, because if we don't, things aren't looking good. They're not looking good, bruv. But without a doubt, the Leicester players look up for it. I will say that. Christiansen now on the left-hand side. Harry Winks. Vestergaard. Yeah. They'll grow into the game, you'd imagine, Boho. I don't know if you agree, mate. They'll grow into the game. Bilal El Khanous finds Steffi Mavididi. There's a lot of space here for Leicester. Mavididi's just got so many options in front of him. He shoots and it's blocked. I've got to say, that was poor decision-making from Steffi Mavididi. He had a couple options ahead of him. El Khanous now takes a shot from about 30 yards out, and it goes into the keeper's hands. Mavididi had a lot of options there, but I don't know, man. He should have done better. That's what I'll say. He should have done a lot better. Long ball from Palace, looking for Mateta. Faes should deal with it. He does. Are we? Yeah, if you mean this, Dorco, yeah, I agree. We're getting forward. We're doing everything until the final third. And then when we're in the final third, we're like, what's going on? We don't know what to do at this point. We've done everything else. We're here. We don't know what to do. That's how it kind of feels at the moment. Leicester, if we don't score before half time, I think it'll be a little bit of a disappointment with the chances we've had to get forward. Somebody else has just said, worried at how much space their wing backs have got. Sam Martin said that. Yeah, that is true as well. Bilal El Khanous, Victor Christiansen. No one marking players. El Khanous delivers a ball, looking forward. It's into the keeper's hands. Good possession so far, good passing so far from Leicester, but that final third, we are absent, unfortunately. Who was it? Who was it on Saturday who was talking about my beer looking flat? Who was it? Is that better? Is that better? I can't remember who it was in the chat talking about the flat beer. New glass, much better. San Miguel just know how to do it. Positive start, though, from Leicester, that is for sure. Vardy with 2 chances, actually. One was relatively easy, the other not so much. Steffi Mavididi running through the heart of the Palace midfield. Jamie Vardy's through on goal. Jamie Vardy takes a touch. 1-on-1. Jamie Vardy was onside. He was played through by Steffi Mavididi. Vardy is literally 1-on-1. I don't know how he hasn't scored. I don't know how he hasn't scored. He had the whole goal to aim for, and he decided to put it down the keeper's neck right at him. And Sean says, we need a striker, guys. We need a striker. I am telling you now, because that is not good enough. That is not good enough. That's 3 chances for Vards. That's 3 chances for Vards. That's really frustrating, man. So frustrating. Vardy wearing Daka's boots today as Ruud van Nistelrooy is in deep conversation with Ruud van Nistelrooy and James Justin. Vardy losing precisions on his shots bit by bit. We have to get a number 9. He won't get a better chance than that, Ray Tellerico says. That is spot on, mate. If Tom Cannon is not going to start, then we need to buy one. We need a cannon of a striker. Nicely said there, mate. Decore is coming on for Crystal Palace. There's an injury for Palace. Let's see who it is. Oh, it's is it Lerma? Jefferson Lerma? I think it's Jefferson Lerma. I'm still not very happy about that Vards thing, man. That is a shame. Yeah, he's had a few chances like that. He hasn't put away. We're in need of a clinical 9. Yes, it is. I thought Cannon played well in the few games he did play last season. Did he get injured? Jefferson Lerma did. We need Tom Cannon. He's in great form. That was such a Vardy chance as well. Sad to see him regress this much. Where did you get that sponsor poster in the back? The kit. It was on. Let's have a look. I'll try and find it for you, mate. I can't remember where it's from. I'm just looking online, mate, but I can't seem to find it. I'll try and remember, mate, in the next 90 minutes or so, but I honestly just can't remember, pal. Sorry. This might be it. I think it's just one from one of them websites, mate. Etsy and things like that, if I remember rightly. Sorry, I can't help you more than that, mate. We already have an XG of 0.7. Yeah, an XG of 0.7 and no goals. It's really not good. Well, although you're only meant to score one after a 1 XG, aren't you? So that'll be the excuse from some fans, I think. Leicester have started, this is from Rob Tanner, Leicester have started brightly with Mavididi, El Kanouche and Buonanotte all looking a threat as they run at Palace defence. Vardy has had 3 sights of goal so far. Here's Eze for Crystal Palace. Very good defending there from, I think it was Mr. James Justin. It was. Harry Winks now. Facundo Buonanotte. Buonanotte goes out wide left to Steffi Mavididi. Mavididi, step over. What can you do with it, son? What can you do with it? Into the penalty area. Takes his man wide. Tries to put a cross in, but there is literally nobody there. Not a soul. Oh. 20 minutes on the clock so far, and it's Leicester City 0, Crystal Palace 0. So frustrating, man. No goals in the first 3 games that started today in the Premier League. Everton 0, Everton 0, Villa 0, Leicester 0, Palace 0, Newcastle 0, Wolves 0. Harry Winks, Bilal El Kanouche. He's got Samari in front of him. He should use him, and he does. Samari back to Vestergaard. Out phase, Samari. 1-2, back to phase. Dodgy pass though from Samari. Samari's not having the greatest of games so far, in my opinion. Not the greatest of games. Yannick Vestergaard stood on the ball. Foot's on the ball, literally. Until he plays it out wide now to Christiansen. I like seeing initiative from Mavididi this far, taking his man. Yeah, I agree. Vardy's so hot and cold, but we need him to heat up now or Leicester staying below the line. Dorco says RVN is shitting it. His job is very precarious. I don't think his job safety is precarious, mate. He will stay in a job now until the end of the season if we get relegated or not, mate. I'm 99% convinced of that. But if you're on about his just staying up, then yeah. Yeah, very, very precarious. For sure, man. For sure. Not good enough so far, I'm afraid. We've had some good patterns of play. We've had a good overall performance in every aspect except for the final third. And that does not win you games. That draws you games or potentially even loses them. Harry Winks. El Kanouche, Vestergaard goes back to Christiansen. We are beyond, unfortunately, people. We are beyond the point where good performances is enough. If this was the 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th or 9th or 10th game of the season, fuck it. Even the 15th game of the season, good performances but no goals would be enough for a lot of fans because we'd say, right, we are improving and we've got enough about us. But games are running out. And if we don't score goals, we don't get points at the end of the day. I know we're only 25 minutes in, but it's still not good enough. We need a goal. We need to make the chances and possession that we've got count. And so far, we've had, I'd say 3, definitely two good chances, big chances, and there's no goals. El Kanouche, he tries to find Mavididi. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a poor ball, mate, but it was on. That's for sure. It was on. Maybe so, mate. Maybe so. I think he tried, didn't he? He tried to put him through, but he just couldn't quite find it. I think it was El Kanouche looking for Mavididi. That's it, Vivian, mate. This is what I agree with the most. Like, you look at Ipswich, they score goals, man. Sometimes they do score goals. Ball in by James Justin off the head of Mark Gay. They force chances. You're right. Yeah, and we haven't really forced chances. We've played well, right? But it doesn't matter. We need goals. Like, it's as simple as that. Because you know what it's like with Leicester this season. We're only 20 minutes away from conceding a goal at all times. It feels that way. He did quite well at PSV, mate, Dorco. He did quite well at PSV. He took over at United, stabled it, made it a bit more stable, secured and stopped the rot initially. And then he's come to Leicester. He got 4 points from his first 2 games. Then he lost Ndidi and Hermanson. So I wouldn't say it's not going very well. I just think he's taken over a relegation candidate. You know. This is true. Tito, mate, this is true. Because, look, we always say, don't we, that playing poorly and picking up points is like the sign of champions, right? That's what they say. Like last season, for example. Yeah, we got 4 points from the first 2 games, mate. Yeah. Last season, for example, in the championship, we had some bad performances, and you say, well, in some of those bad games, we still picked up points, and it's like that is a sign of a good team. Playing well and not picking up points, that's what gets you down, man. Oh, Palace are in. Fucking hell, we made a mistake. There is the first error of the back line in this game. Mateta 1-on-1 skied it. They've just had a better chance than Vardy did, and they've put it over the bar. Yeah, I might be like a minute behind some of you. So yeah. Here we go. Bouba Samari, Leicester now with a chance to get forward. Facundo Buonanotte loses the ball. Palace growing into the game. That is undeniable. Will we regret the missed chances early on? Here come Palace. Here come Palace. Samari chases down. Palace in the Leicester area. Samari puts the challenge in. It bounces back off Daniel Munoz and it goes out for a Leicester City goal kick. Sorry, mate. What might be good, mate, is pause. Sean, you can pause on YouTube, mate, yeah? So pause me. And then wait for it to catch up, right? Do you get me what I'm saying? Pause me and wait for your game to catch up and then press play. Still 0-0, and the North London derby is now kicked off as well. They're just showing a replay of the missed Vardy chance. It's a shocker. What phase? James Justin. He's going to look to play Vardy in. Vardy's going to get on the end of it. No, he doesn't. Gay, he does. Vardy's putting him under lots of pressure, though. And he forces a throw-in. Good press, Vardy. Absolutely bogged him, mate. Absolutely. 15 minutes left of this half. Shot from Facundo Buonanotte outside the area, but straight into Dean Henderson's hands. a nothing chance there. Come on, boys, man. We need a fucking goal. I don't know how many times I can say it. Palace have been poor. Palace have been poor. They can't be this bad in the second half. They can't be. Which is why we need to score. Here come Palace. A bit more possession for them now, going into the game. Like I said, Daniel Muniz on the right-hand side. Christensen. Lovely play there from Palace. Tries a little flick on. Can't make it work. And now Gahey's picked up the ball again here. Sorry, Tyreek Mitchell. Gahey and Tyreek Mitchell. Gahey's going to ping one now, looking for a diag. Mavididi should win that header. He does. Samari. Winks. Winks needs to release it, which he does. Vardy plays through. Buba Samari. Now Leicester will break forward. There's not a lot of men running with him, though, is there? Now we're out wide with Mavididi, but the players slow down a lot. Mavididi's into the area. Ball in. Vardy! This ain't good enough from Vard, mate. He's missed another one. Oh, fucking hell. This is not good. This is not good, people. I'm telling you. Leicester City are missing a lot of chances. Earlier in the season, we were very... That's a foul, surely. Yeah, it is. Leicester with a free kick here just outside the D. This isn't good enough at all. We are being so wasteful. Earlier in the season, we were so clinical at times. And this season, now of recent, we're being wasteful. And it will cost us. It will cost us. So frustrating, man. So frustrating. It's going to be the usual suspects over this free kick, I imagine. Buonanotte, El Kanouche, maybe Winks. James Justin as well. Newcastle have gone 1-0 up against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Buonanotte stood over it. JJ as well. JJ as well stood over it. They both stood over it. JJ and Buonanotte. JJ obviously looking with his right foot. Buonanotte looking with his left. It looks like it will be Facundo to strike, though. Here we go. JJ shoots. Wide. Whatever. Let's see. Let's see what Rude does in the window, yeah. Because in my opinion, Cooper had some players he wanted. Ayew, Skip, etc., etc. Okoli. Oh, Palace are in. Justin clears. Yeah, Rude's obviously got. He wants his own profiles of players, so I think we at least owe him a chance, right? With that. Still Archik now with the ball in his hands. Ten attempts for Leicester City, 3 on target. Such a strong start to the game as well. I'm really upset. Sorry, guys. I'm actually really upset because we started so strongly with the chances available, and we've just shit it down the drain. We've genuinely just shit it down the drain. Vestergaard, Harry Winks. Here's Biba Samari. El Kanouche. He's got JJ on the opposite side. He does pick him out. JJ back to Winks. Biba Samari. 1-2. Oh, Leicester give the ball away. Lots of people forward here for Palace. Leicester have got, it's about a 4v4 at the minute, to be fair. Daniel Munoz on the right-hand side. Steffi chases him down and wins the ball. And now Leicester have a chance to get forward. Somebody get up and support him now. Mavididi getting forward. It's just slow, though. It's a slow attack. It's so slow. There's no urgency. There's no urgency from that attack, man. There's no urgency. They were just jogging forward, for fuck's sake. Fuck off, man. So annoying, man. It's so fucking... Now Palace will go again because Leicester have turned over the ball. Eze running at JJ. Tries to play in Tyrant Mitchell, but Facundo gets back. Now Facundo's getting his shirt pulled. I don't know. Samare. Harry Winks. Yannick Vestergaard. Wout Faze. Don't fucking shit it. Samari tries a little reverse ball straight into the Palace player. This is such a bad fucking 5 minutes of football here from both teams. Facundo Buonanotte. Buonanotte driving forward, looking for Vardy. He's found Vardy. Vardy plays it to Harry Winks. And again, any urgency from attack lasts about 10 seconds and then they all start jogging. It's instructional. Of course it's instructional. But is it the right... Fuck, man. Jamie Vardy taking it wide. Back to Winks. Buonanotte. Players running into each other there a little bit. Buonanotte and El Kanouche. Mavididi. El Kanouche. El Kanouche shoots from about 30 yards out over the bar. Yeah, man. I remember when Leicester were dangerous on the counter-attack. It's just a bit frustrating, lads and ladies. I can't lie. Be interesting to hear what the more analytical folks think at half-time. Anil and Duck, what they think to the this evening's proceedings so far. Nah, we're not playing for a point. We are playing for a win for sure, but I personally think the instructions very similar to last season, right? Where on the attack, many times we kind of slowed it down. There wasn't piercing runs at full speed when we won the ball back. It was kind of, right, let's break forward in numbers, but let's not rush it. Let's not force it, which is understandable. But when you've already missed 4 chances, you know what I mean? Eberechi now with the ball, taking a free kick from out wide on the left, or Leicester's right. Yeah, it was Buonanotte who gave away the ball, gave away the free kick. The only positive tonight so far, though, is that Wolves are losing. Here we go. Here's the free kick from Eze, delivered, cleared by Leicester quite easily. 41 minutes on the clock. Still in the danger area somehow. Harry Winks, he's just going to hit it long. It's a bit too long for Vardy to get on the end of. Go on, Vardy's in. Vardy's in. Man. Yeah. Vardy, I know, man. He needs. I don't know what he needs, but he needs to not be on the pitch right now. I think, to be honest with you. It's extreme, but I would. We can't afford no more of them chances. The problem is, who's coming on? Daka, will he do any better? Yeah, good question. Look, if Vardy scores and shuts us up, we'll be happier than fucking anyone. You know what I mean? But at the minute, it's just chance after chance after chance missed. Let's get the glasses on. Let's get the blue specs on and see if that helps. Gahey. Mark Gahey. Tyrant Mitchell down the left. Samari's been okay. He's not been as good as usual, of course, but he's been okay. Better than Skip, anyway. Tyrant Mitchell down the left, although Skip had a good game against QPR. Facundo Buonanotte, here we go. Lovely bit of dribbling there from Facundo. Come on, boys. Get forward, get forward, get forward. Oh, my God, man. Ball in. Tyrant Mitchell. Tyrant Mitchell shoots. Ball. Oh, saved again. Will Hughes shoots. Nearly score that. Nearly score Palace. Fucking hell, man. Ball bouncing around. Ball bouncing around. It's not good, guys. It's not good because we are going to regret some of these missed chances, man. Oh, fuck's sake. What the hell is your reaction, mate? I thought they scored. I thought they did as well, mate. There was a fucking hell of a shot. Sorry, guys, but for a second it looked like it was going in. Come on, Leicester. There was 3 minutes added time, by the way. We've already put one of them, 2 left. Leicester, you need to get a goal. You need to get a goal. Oh, yeah, Edouard ain't playing, is he? He's not even on the thingy because he's it's his parent club where he's on loan from. So 90 seconds left of this half. Fuck me. I don't think I've ever seen this many wasted chances in a Leicester City by Leicester City in such a short space of time. Although, do you remember the game last season? Was it, who did we play? Was it QPR we played where Vardy missed like 3 chances and we lost the game? I want to say it was QPR last season. Bilal El Kanouche picks up the ball here. Stefan Mavididi. He's got options, man. It's just, there's just no urgency. Samare. James Justin. Come on, Leicester. James Justin plays in Facundo Buonanotte. He's got Mark Gahey all over him. Plays it back to Harry Winks. Last 50 seconds of the half. Samare. Buonanotte. Samare. Buonanotte. All the way back to Harry Winks. To Wout Faze. My God. Are they real chances? Of course. What, Vardy's? Yeah, man. Of course they were. Fucking hell. 1-on-1, one of them. The other was basically 1-on-1 as well. He decided to volley it, which was, I think, fair enough. He weren't far off. And then there was another one just outside the 6-yard box, which the ball fell to him and he just lashed it and it went over the bar. Here is Vardy. Here is Vardy. Ball's going to go out for a Leicester City corner. We are going to end this half with a corner. This will be the last bit of play in this half. Leicester 0, Palace 0. Bilal El Kanouche to take the corner. Come on. El Kanouche with his right foot. It's going to be an outswinger. Ball delivered. El Kanouche off the head of whoever it is, and it's going to be half time, and it is half time. Frustrating. Very, very frustrating for me, man. Not a very nice half, I don't think, per se. We'll see what the lads think. It'd be really interesting to see, like I said, a couple, I'll call them the analytical 3, to see what they thought of it. I look at it quite simply from a simple point of view, like I do with most of my football views, which is we've played well, but we've not scored. So the playing well doesn't really matter. So let's get in the lads. There they are. There they all are. Here's Anil. Here's Andres, and here's Luke. Yeah, man. Let me hand over to you, Anil, mate, because I'm really not. I'm not pleased. I'm not pleased, man, because and I'll tell you what my view is, right? That, you know, if this was game 10 or game 12 or game 13 of the Premier League, playing well might just be enough because you can take hope from it. But games are running out, and easier games are running out, and we've wasted so many chances in that game. It's not enough to just play well.
I'm going to bring up a comment from Zayd. This is probably, I think, a good summary of the half. Vardy in the build-up is amazing, but they're finishing, man. I know what you're saying, Locks. I think we've played pretty good. We've had a lot of possession. We're controlling the game. I think we've made Palace look pretty poor. All their opportunities have just come from either lucky giveaways or, you know, on the turnover. We've made a lot of opportunities, but it is frustrating because I feel that we should be ahead in that half. I felt like we made that one really clinical opening for Vardy, which he needs to have scored, let's be honest. I think if he scores that, it's an entirely different game. But I think it's a good performance. Like I said, I think we've restricted them. I think we've had the better of it. But yeah, maybe to defend you a little bit, given that it's a game at home and a kind of must-win game, could be a bit more urgency from the team. But what I think is good is I think the way that we're going back to front is very good. I think just when we get to the final third, we're rushing it a bit. Like Kudus is maybe missing that kind of clinical passing that he had against QPR. I think Mavadidi's had a good game, to be fair. I feel like they sometimes they get to the final third and then they're having like a bit of a brain fart and they just need to keep their composure, play that one extra pass, and we'd get in. That's the way that I see it. But we've been good. But yeah, say right now, it actually doesn't matter if we're good or not. It matters if we're winning, and right now we're not winning. But
the positive
there's a lot
thing
to be encouraged about. But I know what you mean. A lot of people in chat have said good performance FC. We don't want to be good performance FC. We want to be 3 points up the lads.
45 more minutes to go. I think that's the key takeaway, right? If we're sitting here in 45 minutes time and we have another great half, I agree. We'll be sitting here at this point, especially after 5 losses where we've seen these good performances. This is the game to turn that good performance into 3 points. And we're this close, right? We're missing the final third again. It's something I've said a million times with Anil on the match analysis show, that we are just missing the clinicalness in the final third. We are just not sharp enough. But still 45 minutes to go, right? There is much still to be said in this game. It's disappointing that we are under hit, but I think we've played a near perfect game in other areas. It's just the final third where we're missing that sharpness. And what could it be? It'd be maybe bring on something like Daka, although I will say, as was highlighted by the comment, Neil, Vardy, brilliant in the build-up, absolutely flawless there, but only full of flaws when it comes to finishing today.
Go on, Luke.
I agree with everything that you guys have said. I do think Vardy's been really good in that false 9 position and be able to redistribute.
Wake up! Wake up! Very quick. Wake up! More energy, Luke.
I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up the fucking street. Man, I do think that Vardy's been really good, like I said, about the false 9 position. I think Mavadidi has had a really good game, drifting in the middle as well, linking up really well with Samari. There was one moment where he could have dished it out to Victor Christensen, but he didn't. Vardy, I don't know, man. Let's just get straight into it. Do you guys, the comments are shouting for Daka. Would you guys be happy for Daka to come on, or do you think Ruben Isra just needs to say, mate, you need to dump the tank. You've got 15 minutes. Find your fucking shooting boots. Daka's coming on. I love Vardy to pieces, but that's what 4 opportunities he's had, and 3 he could have made the argument that he could have buried. Yeah. Pretty disappointing, to be honest with you.
I've seen the highlights again, right, on the stream where we're watching it, and I'm just looking at the chances you had. I think there is the one that is 100% score, right? It is, you have to score the one when you're on a one-on-one with the keeper. You have to score that. And Jamie Vardy normally does. Sadly not this time. A few of the other ones, I think it's, these 30% chance or 20% chance to get them in because they are some tricky balls, right? Hitting it right as it's coming from the air or on the volley or half volley or whatever. But the thing is, with now 4 half volleys or like half chances, you could say, not to get any of them really on target or be threatening is disappointing still. So yeah, I think give him 15 more minutes, Ruud, give him the wake-up call in the dressing room and get Daka ready to come on, and hopefully that'll be enough to scare Jamie Vardy into smashing them into the net.
Yeah, the thing I would say what's dangerous about that, though, is that a lot of the chances have come because Vardy has dropped in as the false 9 and been amazing at that. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, this is textbook for how a striker should play that. I think he's only given the ball away maybe once where he had a chance where he could have played it through to Buonanotte and he didn't. The amount of times that he's drifted into the right position, helped us get out of the Palace press and then start an opportunity ourselves has been brilliant. It's just been a shame that then when he's got into it, I actually think as well that most of it is because you can tell he's got that half a yard or even a yard less pace than he did from 5-10 years ago. So he has to kind of snatch at it more. He isn't going to get to the position fast enough to make the chance. So it's frustrating. But yeah, I think you'll be a bit careful because if you put Daka on, will it be that we start losing that ability to build and actually make the chances in the first place? But look, you know how it is. If you're a striker, if it's not his day, you take him off and you put someone else on to put it in the back of the net. Some good comments here. Ruud van Nistelrooy is not happy at Leicester. It's plain to see. Do you mean he's not happy of what he's seen? Because I think he's been speaking to the lads. He does look a bit worried, I think. But I think that's probably because he can tell that we're playing well, but we're just not putting it into, the back of the net right now. Finishing is a lot more volatile. It could change at any moment. You can't take a Vardy with how well his build-up play has been. I would agree. Danny Ward would have scored. He probably would have, but it'd be an own goal, which probably would be the problem. Let's talk about maybe some other players. Who caught your eye in that half? I think for me, Steffi Mavadidi had a pretty good half. Beat his man. He nutmegged someone. He put in a cross. I think there was one time where he was a bit guilty, but otherwise he put in Vardy a few times. He was looking very good. And there was one moment where he ran all the way back, won the ball, picked it up, and then ran another 70 yards forward with the ball and almost made something happen. I think that was really, really good. What did you make of Steffi's half there?
I thought Steffi's half was really, really good, mate. He's a few times he's put some dangerous balls into the box. A few of them got intercepted, unfortunately, but I thought he was really good. And like I said, linking up earlier with Samari, playing very, very good, drifting in when he needs to. I think the one play that really caught my eye, if you're going to bring someone up other than him, is probably actually Boyanote. Boyanote, for me, his driving pace is really good at taking on his man. And in my opinion, he's basically, I wouldn't say like a like-for-like replacement of Keenan Dewsbury Hall, but we had a void for that person that's got that ball progression up the pitch. And I think that's Boyanote, and hence why I would rather have him in my 11 than Jordan Ayew, as well as I do think it's a myth that Jordan Ayew covers for JJ, but that's something I actually wanted to bring up. So, Duck, do you think that JJ was much well covered in this game between Winks and FaZe this game? There wasn't many times where I felt like on transition we looked threatened on that right-hand side.
Yeah, I think we're doing well at helping out James Justin. I will say one thing that I did notice is when they get the ball out wide, they quickly look for the passing lane when James Justin goes to cover that man. And what happens, someone like Winks or whoever is really available will drop into that passing lane, or maybe it will instead be Bonanotte who pushes up on the man wide out, who's wide out on the field, and allowing James Justin to cover the passing lane inwards towards the final, to the box. So I think they know exactly how they need to play the system. We're playing great football, I will say. We're just missing that bit of quality and consistency in the final third. We saw that it is there against QPR, but we just haven't found it this game. And what really hurts me is the fact that I see players out there who fight hard, who want to win games and want to keep this club in the Premier League. But you can see it that all of them, even those who are great, are just missing that final bit of quality in some areas, right? Jamie Vardy finishing today, Bilal Kanuch as well having a few shots, failing to put them on target. They're just missing that final bit to get us over the line, it feels like. And hopefully, they'll get it sorted for the second half and just get the ball in the damn net.
I want to show you. This makes me laugh. This is the duality of blue tinted glasses. We'll talk about this. Joseph's like, Samare's good, need goals. Buzz is like, Samare's been poor. So has Samari been good or bad, or has he been a little bit of both? Luke?
For Samari's been I think you pointed out as we're watching the game together, his distribution's been questionable. He's done a lot of good driving runs. He's intercepted a few really good plays and started transitions. But yes, on the ball, he's actually been a bit of I wouldn't say a liability, but definitely disappointing. I don't know what you think, but why don't you take us through Samari, what your thoughts are?
He's been a bit frustrating. I think he's given away the ball poorly in a few areas, but he has obviously shown what's good about his game, that sometimes when he picks up the ball, he either drives forward 30, 40 yards, or he does play the ball through and causes a lot of danger. There was one time where he received the ball on like the halfway line, and I was like begging for him to do a Yaya Toure and just like screw everyone else, but just charge towards goal and have a shot. Like, I feel like he lacks that bit of confidence, which I think could really take his game to another level. But I would say he's okay. I think he's at the least of our problems. I would say something similar about Winks as well. I think those who have been okay, I think they've done their job, which is for the most part, they've allowed the back three to build out and start our attacks. Yeah, they have lost the ball a few times, but so have Palace. And I think we've made Palace look poor. Like, actually bring up Brookline's comment here. It says, let's be frank about Crystal Palace. They are really bad. I don't even think they're well organized on defense. I think maybe you're being a little bit harsh there, because I think Palace have been, for all our good play, we've only really made that one sort of clear-cut opportunity. But I will say that this game is kind of unusual in that, like, if I looked at these two teams, the way that they're playing, I would honestly think that Palace look like the team that are second from bottom, because they're not playing very attacking and they're just sort of trying to hit on the break, which has surprised me. And I actually think that if they do try and push forwards a little bit more, it will actually help us, because they've been a bit deeper than I expected. But yeah, it's been a more cagey affair than I thought. I didn't think it would be 0-0 at half time, put it that way. I thought there might already be a couple of goals in there. Andreas, what else do you think about the game? Who's caught your eye in that half? What do you make of Bilal?
Bilal, I think he's been really good. I like that we're seeing more confidence. Something I've been saying, to take the shot. Sadly, they've all really missed. Like, there hasn't been that big chance coming from a good long-range shot. But I will say, it's something that I have said on the show, that when we're struggling to score, if you really feel like it, take the shot. And it's an argument of, you need to do it sometimes, not all the time. And I'm fine with us doing it a bit because we're struggling to score. Sadly, again, we're just missing the sharpness, right? We're not even hitting the target, which is a bit disappointing considering the amount of long shots we have now taken. So I'll kind of switch up that strategy today, because quite clearly there isn't a player on it in terms of finishing. So, as Anil said, focus on getting that extra pass in the final third. I think Wout Faes has been great today. It's something we haven't talked about much, but our trigger press in defense when it works, is brilliant because we so often stop these transitions before they start because we have a centre-back racing out to cut out the passing lane as soon as Crystal Palace started to pass through. The worry is, of course, if they get past the trigger press, there is a heap of space behind them. They have acres of space to run into, but so far it's worked pretty much every time, and it's really allowed us to quickly regain the ball and continue trying to cut through that defense.
I just want to bring up this comment from Dorco. Ruud van Nistelrooy is no better than Rooney or Gerrard.
Crazy.
I've got to really disagree with you there.
Symbolic take, mate. Sorry.
Because he's probably looking at the results. But I would say if you look at the way that we've played here, I was saying to the guys during the half, the thing that impresses me is the positioning of the players in the team. So when we lose the ball, we're not looking anywhere near as bad on transition as we did under Steve Cooper, because the players, for example, are covering the fullback out of position. Or look at our high pressing in this game. We won the ball back high up the pitch several times and it led to opportunities. So we've looked pretty good. I think we've also got good attacking patterns of play, but we're not just able to. I do think that's the one thing that's missing. It's been missing since Enzo left us, which is like a little bit more like those kind of like balls into the half spaces, and those crosses from one number 8 to the other, or the 10s, whatever you want to call them. I think we could be a bit better there. But yeah, I think Van Nistelrooy's improved the team a lot, but perhaps it doesn't show just because the results aren't there. But yeah, I'm looking at the stats here. 62% possession. We had 11 shots to their 4. We had 3 on target. They didn't have any. Our XG's twice theirs. It's still only 0.86. So it could be a bit better. So we're definitely the better team. We're playing well, but like we said, we won't want to see good performance FC. We want to see results FC.
Yeah, bang on.
Locks, what did you make of that half? I mean, obviously you said some stuff that you're a bit unhappy, but now that you've sat down, thought about Sydney Sweeney or whatever, what have you thinking as we're coming into the second half?
I'm still not happy, lads. Yeah, look, you might say it's harsh and whatever, but like, again, like I said before, if it was like early in the season, then yeah, I'd be like, you know what, yeah, this team has got something going on, and that is still the case. However, we've got, we spoke about earlier, Palace and then Fulham, and then you've got Tottenham. Like, the games aren't getting easier, right? And Palace have been poor, and my worry is that can they be any poorer than that in the second half? I don't think so. Will they grow into the game? Maybe. If they do, we could very easily be sat here in 45 minutes really regretting the chances that we missed. And that is the frustrating part. I know that, and that is not on Ruud, by the way, which is, I think what Dorco, if we were 3-0 up and Vardy put all 3 away, would Dorco be saying Ruud is worse than Steven Gerrard? I don't think he would be, right? So I'm not blaming Ruud, I'm blaming Vardy, because I think Vardy, the caliber of player he is, he should have put at least one of them away. So who comes on? I don't know. Maybe Daka comes on eventually. Sorry, Luke, but if it's not your day, it's not your day, and it doesn't look like it's Vardy's day. Maybe it'll be Daka's day. Who knows?
Yeah, I agree, mate. And like just before the players are on the pitch, I just think that we need to calm down a little bit. We've been very, very good defensively. Our build-up play has been close to exceptional, just unfortunately not that great in the final third. So Daz has put a good comment there. I'd be more worried if we were creating and making more chances. Spot on. So look, we've got 45 minutes. Let's go.
But what I will finally say, by the way, lads, just to Duck and Anil, and to Luke, to all 3 of you, they say that what is it? They say that teams that play poorly and still win are like made to be champions. Teams that play well and lose or don't win, destined maybe for a relegation. So we'll see.
That's what they said in the Great Escape season 2.
I mean, in 45 minutes, I'll be more on Lux's side if we have such a good half again and we haven't scored. But for now, 45 minutes ago, we've seen us take a step up in the QPR game after a middling first half. This time we had a good first half. If we can build on that again and have an even better second half. I know I'm the optimist here, but come on, we've had a great half. But I do agree with Lux. We need to get the ball in the damn net. Only 3 points count here today. And that's all we'll be fighting for as we're about to kick off for the second half.
There we go. All right, guys, we'll see you for the instant reaction soon. See you very soon. Cheers, Anil. Cheers, Luke. Cheers to Doc. They will be back on at full time, of course. So, yeah, Leicester versus Crystal Palace has kicked off. Chances missed in the first half. Big chances to put us 1-0 up, but it's not. We didn't put them away. We didn't take the chances. It is 0-0. So we'll see if that does improve in the second half. There will be opposing opinions at full time, no matter what the result. So we will wait and see. I bet you 45 minutes from now, you're going to be shocked by Leicester's lack of speed going forward, just like in the first half. Looks like there will be goals in the second half, says Peter. I hope so. I hope we win. Legends say Vardy is drinking Prime inside Red Bull can. Mavididi is going to get one bucket. Cannon subbed on from the boss back from Stoke. Yeah. Well, a performance like this from Jamie Vardy should make the club think, hold on a second, do we really want to let Tom Cannon go? I was all for the sale if it meant reinvesting elsewhere in the squad. But like I just said, more performances like that from Vardy, more missed chances like that, and they might need to reconsider that. They really might need to consider that. Daz says, keep the faith, mate. I hope people do it on my behalf, because at the minute, I'm struggling, pal. I'm struggling. No one will be happy, though, if I'm wrong. No one will be happier than myself. Oh, so that's why his performance is so shy. He's drinking scamming again. Cannon loan recall is like FM24 save. We need 67 million to buy a player. Tottenham are 1-0 up, by the way, away at the Emirates in that North London derby. The games everywhere else remain the same. Newcastle 1, Wolves 0, Everton 0, Aston Villa 0, and Leicester City 0, Crystal Palace 0. Come on, Leicester, man. Come on, Leicester. What can you do? What can you pull out of the hat? Harry Winks. Buonanotte tries to get his way through a couple of players and can't, loses the ball, and Palace will reset with Dean Henderson. Vardy's been good except for finishing, keeps trying his left foot. Okay. Buonanotte wins the ball back. Here comes Buba Samari. Facundo Buonanotte. Harry Winks now. Harry Winks out wide on the right to James Justin. Back to Winks. James Justin. Back to the phase. Back to the defence. Here come Crystal Palace. Daniel Munoz up against Victor Christensen. Will Hughes now. Everton are 1-0 down against Aston Villa in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. $50 minutes gone. 49 minutes gone, sorry. Vardy, please score with any body part except hand. Still score, mate. Vardy doing good, but his left foot not really working. Alex, let's not eat Vardy foot thinking it's food. Christ. Okay. Bilal El-Khanous puts in a lovely challenge there on the Crystal Palace defender to win the ball. It does go out for a throw-in, though, for Palace. Goals in every Premier League game so far today, except for Leicester City versus Crystal Palace. Will Hughes, Ebeeze on the ball now. Decore plays through. Muniz, can you get on the end of it, or will Christensen get there? It looks like it was Christensen, and it's going to be a throw-in for Palace. Yeah, man. Come on, boys. Christensen with the long throw. Can't find a single Leicester player. Mateta leaps up to win it, which he does. Arsenal equaliser. Thank you, Sean, in the chat. Daniel Munoz now on the right-hand side for Palace. Come on, lads. Palace are already better. I mean, what did I say? What did I say at half-time? That they can't be any worse than what they were in the first half. They are growing into the game, which is why it's criminal we didn't take those chances earlier on. Sorry to be a moaning guys, but I can't believe we weren't 1 up. I really can't believe we weren't 1 up. Palace looking like the better side. Here come Palace. Here come Palace. Decore. Ooh, Mavididi wins it. No, he doesn't. Decore. Oh, Mateta's done Vestergaard and Crystal Palace have scored. Look at that. It's criminal. It's criminal, man. It's exactly what I said, man. It's just so fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. We're getting relegated, lads. We're going down. There is no saving us. So many chances to win, so many chances to score in the first half. We're doomed, bro. We're so bad. Yeah, we are sadly going down. Agreed. You got to buy some players, Alex says. Wolves losing, Everton losing. Fuck's sake, Foxes. Give us a win. Yeah. You watch the heads drop now for Leicester. Again, Dorky, I don't know how many times I need to say this, mate, but maybe, just maybe, we see what players Rude's going to bring in, because Cooper brought in Oliver Skip, Jordan Ayew, Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, Caleb Okoli, Odson Edward. So let's see what Rude's going to bring in, yeah? But I know you're not a fan of Rude, mate, which is fair enough. I wasn't a fan of Cooper. You're not a fan of Rude. I get it. I get the frustration. The game's opened up now. Fuck the board. We need signings. We've not brought any in for these important games. See, that is something that I can probably agree with you on, mate. And we're going to be let off the hook with PSR. And we're going to make it fucking... I don't know. It's Arsenal 2-1 up now against Tottenham. I can't. Fucking hell. This is hard, man. This is so hard. I don't know what else to say, guys. Genuinely. Here's Palace. Will Hughes, Daniel Munoz into the box. Ball across. Should have been 2-0 for Palace. Should have been 2-0 for Palace. Leicester City have fallen apart. Should have been 2. I don't know what else to say. Please, somebody in the chat, let me know what you think. Dorco, Potter wouldn't have lost 6 games in a row. Wow, the heads are dropping. I'm shocked. Leicester have lost all their composure that they did have. Panic mode, Niggy says. Steffi Mavrodides into the box. Wasted chance, out for a goal kick. Oh my God. Dorco, mate, just a quick question to you. Why aren't you blaming Jamie Vardy for anything today? Why have you not said one single thing about Jamie Vardy missing 3 chances? I'm genuinely curious, mate. I'm genuinely curious. Why is it? Yeah. It is what it is, man, of course, but I'm genuinely curious, mate. Get Daka on and play 2 up top. Seriously need to win this. So ball in from Justin. Can't find anyone. So you're acknowledging, Dorco, and you're admitting that you've just refused to blame Vardy for missing 3 chances, mate. Yeah. Just want to clarify. That was all I want to clarify. That is it. Daniel Munoz fouled by Mavrodides. This would be our 6th league defeat in a row. If anybody doesn't know how disastrous that is, you need to know. It is monumental. 6 Premier League defeats in a row. Yep. Because they've taken a chance, right, Boho? They have taken a chance, which means more than any of, having 70% possession, having this many chances, creating this many chances, this many passes, successful pass rate. It don't mean nothing if you don't take your chance. And Palace have taken their chance. Fair play to them. We had a really good first half performance-wise. Really, really good. But it don't mean jack shit, unfortunately. I get it, bro. I get it. You will not acknowledge Vardy's 3 missed chances. I get it. If it was Daka, I bet you would have. Yeah, James Bland, mate. I hear you. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. This is what Peter has to say. Peter looks to Ndidi. They all look annoyed. They rush attacks and throw the ball away so easily. How about taking 2 seconds on the ball and breathe? Love Vardy to pieces, but unfortunately, you can still blame a player for missing these chances that could cost us in a massive game. When one player is causing an offensive bottleneck this bad, you kind of can. Dorco, I can look at me doing it. Vardy wasted his goals and made us lose. We've not lost yet, but yeah, I hear your point. Yeah, I agree, Dreadlocks. It's not looking good. It's really not looking good. We are in trouble. Will Hughes. Just played through Leicester's midfield, man. One ball through. Decore. Oh, Palace are in. Good save by Facundo Buonanotte. He picked up a bit of a knock there, though, I think, but it was a good defensive bailout from Facundo Buonanotte. Kamada is coming on for Crystal Palace. What did Chip say? In this situation, you sub him out or advise your midfield to run at the defence harder. It's not practical to expect Vardy to get 10 years younger mid-game. Blue City Glass is apt for some of your chat. You ain't been the worst side this match. It's pretty even. You had at least 3 chances. Yeah, that's what we're saying there, Mark, right? Everybody in the chat saying that, mate. Everybody in the chat is saying Jamie Vardy. I mean, just scroll up. You'll see Jamie Vardy, Jamie Vardy, Jamie Vardy. People are saying Jamie Vardy was not clinical enough, which is why we haven't, which is why we're losing. Ball in from Palace from the corner. Fucking hell. Here come Palace again. Decore this time. Ball across. Palace all over us. Palace are all over us now. And we can't get out. Yeah. Long ball for Leicester. Looking for Vardy. Can't find him. Chips, the central striker isn't the only player who can score though. I get both points. You can't expect Vardy at 38 years old to score goals, but the chances he's missed, not good enough. If we can't win this, I agree, mate. I'm with you. Yeah, if we don't win this, by the way, guys, I am going to say and put my neck on the line and just say, yeah, we're relegated. I can't see us out of that then. Make changes just to stop the immediate onslaught. That's what's required, I think. Yeah. Here come Leicester. Facundo Buonanotte challenged, lost the ball. Yeah, because we've gone from making them look like a really shit side to a really good side in the space of 20 minutes, half hour. That's the frightening part. The 2 sides to Leicester City. It's fucking awful, man. It's so bad. So the translation to this, by the way, is don't blame Vardy for missing 3 chances because, yeah. I'm not saying Vardy should have put us three goals up, by the way, Dorka. I'm not saying that, mate. I wouldn't say that. But to not score one of them was... If it was Daka, dog's abuse. Dog's abuse. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, though, guys. Rude's got his money cut out for him right now. He needs to make his money because something needs to change. Something structurally isn't right. Bilal El Kanoush. Evening to you, Kevin, mate. Hope you're well, pal. Samare. Christiansen. Ball across. Vardy. He tried to guide it in with his back heel, I think. Just went wide. Was creative, Mr. Vardy there, but couldn't quite guide it. Goal bound. It's an interesting question, isn't it, James? It's all hindsight. Oh, my fucking God. 3 changes for Leicester City. Bilal El Kanoush is coming off. He's not happy. He is not happy. El Kanoush not happy there. Daka on wing. Winks off. Daka, Skip, and McAteer on. Holy shit. Am I seeing these subs right? Am I seeing these subs right? Daka, yeah. McAteer and Skip. For El Canoes and who? Was that Buenanotte? Oh my God. Yo. Facundo, Winks, and Bilal off is the wildest substitutions I have ever seen. I cannot. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I am fucking gobsmacked by those substitutions. Here's Vardy. He finds Casey McAteer. Casey McAteer's got Daka to his right. Daka shoots! Wide of the post. Another chance for Leicester City. Another chance missed. Jamie Vardy just held the ball a little bit, played in Casey McAteer, Patson Daka, kind of a bit of an overlap, plays him in, and Daka shoots, and it goes wide of the post, near post. I'm gobsmacked still, by the way, by the substitutions. I genuinely am gobsmacked. The quality's gone, by the way, guys. The quality has disappeared from the squad. Harry Winks, Facundo Buenanotte, and Bilal El Canoes are the three most talented players on the ball at this football club, by the way. All three of them. They are the three most talented players at the club on the ball, and they're all off in one substitution. Patson Daka. He's got Christian's. Ooh, where's he going out there? Casey McAteer. Casey McAteer. Casey McAteer. Samari shoots. Oh, off the crossbar. Booba Samari volleys it off the crossbar. Daka this time. Bloody hell, we're playing ping pong. To be fair, we're actually playing better. Yeah, we are. We are playing better. Of course we are. The substitutions are still wild. They are still wild. They are still wild. Fuck me. How is this working? Yeah. Off the crossbar by Samari. 70 minutes on the clock. I don't know what's going on. We've brought on McAteer, Daka, and Skip, and the whole game's gone into chaos. I've never seen a game go into so much chaos at one point. Honestly, the game went into chaos for a second there, didn't it? The game went into fucking chaos. Anyway, my point stands. We don't have any quality on the pitch anymore, but we did say earlier today, force a chance. We said that, didn't we, at the start? We said force a chance. So if this forces a chance, then fucking hell, let's hope we take it. Samare, Casey McAteer now on the right-hand side. He'll lash a ball across the back post. What the fuck is Vardy doing that for, man? What is Vardy trying to do? Hold on. Right. Samare, nice little one-touch football there. Daka lashes it to the right. McAteer delivers a ball. That's the crossbar. Ignore me. That's the fucking replay from earlier. But McAteer just delivered the cross. And oh, man. I don't know why we see Daka make a pass in. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, Chips, mate. I know what you mean, fella. Anyway, the game restarts after I think it was like a head injury to one of the Palace players, but he's back on his feet. He's all right. Here's Samari. Samari shoots over the bar this time. Doesn't hit the crossbar, but over the bar this time. Oh, dearie me. Palace with a nice little bit of football here. Vardy plays in Patson Daka. Daka shoots this time and it's blocked for a Leicester City corner. Just lashing at it, Leicester now. Palace time wasting again. Might be crying myself to sleep tonight knowing we're getting relegated. Maybe so. Vestergaard is getting forward here for the corner. This will be Leicester's third corner of the game. Or second. I think it's second. The last one came just before half time. Steffi Mavididi to take this one. Outswinger cleared by Palace. Oliver Skip. Steffi Mavididi now. He'll deliver this one. Cleared again. 3-0 to Newcastle against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Can you remind me when a Premier League team hired Wayne Rooney as their manager, Dorco, mate? Can you remind me? Sorry, I forgot. Palace come forward. Dealt with well by Samare. Yannick Vestergaard. 75 minutes on the clock. Still no goal for Leicester. In a must-win game, we've not even got a point on the board at the moment. Oliver Skip. Stefan Mavididi takes the ball in his stride, loses it, but he wins it back quickly. Off the referee, and it'll be a restart, a drop ball. Christiansen, Samare, Wout Faze. Casey McAteer loses the ball. I'm fed up. I'm genuinely fed up. I'm fed up. I can't be asked. I genuinely can't be asked. And Nketiah coming on for Palace. Bloody hell, a bit of fog's come down. Palace are just on top here. As a goal. We're done. We're done. 6 losses on the trot. It's fucking embarrassing. It is embarrassing, guys. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Right, I'm going to get to some comments, guys. I'm going to get to some comments, people. Just stay, just bear with. Yeah. Peter says clinical. Jordan Ayew's on, by the way, for Leicester City. Even if Leicester end it up and it ends 1-1, the game is nothing but a waste opportunity. Fucking 2-0. Honestly, I'm so done with the season. We are so terrible. We don't look like scoring. We concede goals for fun. It's a joke. Boz says, we're done, mate. Vivian says, oh, game over. Done with this shit. We're going down, Peter says. Vivian says, yeah, it's never been so over. Death. They think they let us off with PSR because we were already in the relegation zone yet. Absolutely horrendous what this club has done. Planet Earth says Woyo has put in a transfer request. Same as Man City, didn't take chances. They did. End of story. They should be utterly ashamed. Fucking hell, there's no hope with this shit. Bye for the championship at this point, Chip says. We're done. Ipswich Town currently out of bottom 3 on goal difference without playing until tomorrow, as Wolves have conceded 3 against Newcastle United tonight. Worst side in the league, Southampton will beat us. This is just too much. Rude legit said. Here's Victor Christensen, by the way. See if anything happens with this. Into Daka. Daka just tries to lash his head at it and it goes into the keeper's arms. Rude legit said it about results, not performance, and he has 2 wins and he only has 2 wins to his name. The writing's on the wall now. This was ours to lose and we totally screwed it up. Horrible. Yeah. We're not just done for this season. We're done for the next 5. We're getting relegated. End of story. Hell, we're relegated. Someone put me in a coma so I don't have to watch us fall to League One in a few years. What the fuck was Rude thinking with the subs? Great. Just great. Chin up locks. You're doing a great job, even if Leicester aren't. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Sell Hermanson right now and buy a team for the championship. Just can't be arsed, not going to lie. I won't even watch this anymore if we lose this. This just damages our nerves. Fucking embarrassment. Nice of the fog to come in just in time for the funeral. Ray says, thank you for a bit of humour, mate, on such a shit day. Yeah. Graham says, speechless. It's bad, isn't it, Graham? It's very bad. Straight back down Leicester City. Abandon the match. LCFC Forever says, we're going to get relegated 100%. Brockenheim says, hopefully we'll get a nice episode in the Wrexham series. Anyone still KP in? Interesting question for the people. Conceded at least 2 goals per game, 8 in a row. We're done for. Ackers says, this is fucking embarrassing. Club have got to spend. Watch us lose to QPR next season. We going down. What the fuck? We are getting relegated. Yep. Brian says, holy moly. Should have backed Cooper. Dreadlock says, we are shit. Not watching it anymore. Harder Than Ever says, I want to see some actual accountability from Rude after this match. Be interesting to hear what he's got to say. That is for sure, mate. That is for sure. Hot take, Vardy is washed. In poor form and needs to be replaced. Don't think it's that hot of a take, unless you're Dorco. It feels bad, if not worse than Wolves. Worst Leicester team ever. Well done, Rude. It's just sad. You should have seen the look on Bilal El Khanousi's face, by the way. We're going down. Fulham will batter us. Rudkin can do one. Can't see our next win. Rude out. Rudkin out. Leicester need to do some spring cleaning. Problems go far deeper than the manager and the squad. Top has done nothing to move us forward since the days of sacking Rodgers. 6 losses in a row is shambles. Doesn't matter who manages us. We are hopeless regarding this team. Has no desire, no passion, no fight. By the way, guys, the reason I'm not saying anything about the game is because literally nothing's fucking happening. 100% not signing Lookman. We are actually playing decent football at times. Sorry, 100% not signing Lookman was the start of our downfall. We're not good enough. Squad is poor. If Leicester go down, they are going to get hammered by the EFL. We know that, mate. To not defend our home stadium is an embarrassment. Home form has been a shit for 3 seasons. Just win at home. Only positive is Wolves and Everton dropping points. Yeah. Palace are in again. Blocked. Enzo and Cooper having a good chuckle. Watching us win every week to losing every week. Yes, well, yeah. Cannon must start on Saturday. Why is the owner not keeping us up? Rude needs to wind his fucking neck in. What the fuck were those subs today? Wouldn't have been relegated if Ward had not been keeper. The team had good players. Top, secure the next owners. You need to leave before you get run out. All the Cannon comments. We have brought him back to sell him. Yep. Royo already booked his flight back to Palma. I'm sticking to the end of the game out of principle, but I'm done here. Have a good night, everyone. Vivian, thank you so much. Everyone in the club has to take accountability from top, the board, the manager, and the squad collectively has let us fans down. Looking grim, Mr. Locks. Yep. Top, Wheel and Rudkin should all be chipping in for a taxi to anywhere but Leicester. Can someone explain why Rude took out the only 3 creative players we've got all at once? At least should have kept one on the pitch, but all 3. I said it. Why is he taking off the 3 most technical quality? The three players with the most technical ability on the ball, basically, because that's what he did. Cannot believe Mavididi is still on. Top not sacking Rodgers after the Forest humiliation, not signing Lookman, insisting on Ward the fraud for way too long. We are still paying for these 3 huge errors. We fans deserve better. What a damn shame. Bilal looked pissed. He did look pissed. He did look really fucking pissed. Really pissed. Can we get some more signings this window? If we don't, well, we're going to go down anyway. We'll finish rock bottom if we don't. I don't know what else to say, guys. We're going down. It's unquestionable at this point. All right, you're getting timed out because you're being really fucking annoying. And you're not even bringing genuine comments to the stream. We definitely will finish better than Southampton, but we might get cut adrift sooner. It's just horrendous. Sell half the squad we need to build for the championship. Bilal is the only quality player we have. Utter dog shit. Going back to the League One days, but I'll still be here. Remember when we had ambition plans for stadium expansion and other infrastructure, yet they never started it. Top can't be asked. Thanks to Vishai and family, but your input is no longer positive. I have no problem with comments like this, by the way. I will accept comments like this. The reason that Dorco has been timed out from the chat is because he's saying certain things to rile up other people in the comments. This wouldn't annoy me, Dorco, if you said shit like this, but you're saying certain things that will rile people up, mate. So that's the only reason I've timed you out, mate. That's the only reason. There's nothing. I'm not done it for any other reason. If you want to say stuff like this, that's fine. But Palace are 10 points clear now. It's only Wolves and the bottom 3 in the battle. When is Ndidi and Hermanson packed? God knows. I'm not top out, but I fear one way or another he will be gone next season. That will really put us further down the pyramid. I mean, you've got to think about it this way, mate. If we get absolutely shafted by the EFL next season, Top might think, this is... I can't get us out of this mess. Anyway, it's a long way away. Owners that care, people wanted that over ambition, over substantial funding. Don't make me laugh. If you spend a fortune now on players now, mate, and get relegated, the FFP will kill you. Utter fuckery here. Like, just a fucking shame that he brought in Cooper and that we are now rock bottom. We're not rock bottom yet, but we will be if we keep playing like this and Southampton pick up a result here or there. Sorry. 14 points from 21 games is a fucking embarrassment. 3 wins all season is an embarrassment. 90th minute on the clock. It's just so stupid that we let a rival manager manage Leicester, yeah. 5 minutes added time. I don't blame you. I would if I wasn't live, mate. Trust me. If I wasn't on a live stream, this shit would have got turned off a long time ago. Remember, people, your ranting and raving really does not need to end yet because we've got the instant match reaction happening just after this game. In about five minutes' time, we will be going to the instant match reaction with Luke and Nil and Duck, and they will be chatting about this game and tell them exactly how you feel. Tell them exactly how you feel. It will be redirected there. You don't need to change anything. You can just stay where you are and you'll get moved over to the new stream when it's live. Fuck. This is torture. I've not said a thing about the game in like 10 minutes because it's just shit. Matches at home. We need to be getting points from. Hell, we are fed up of getting relegated. I don't blame Rude. We have same shit defense and the same shit attacks that got us relegated. How sad is it? We've got 5 more months of this season. We're literally on the beach, and that's not the mid-table beach. It's a beach made full of shit. Leicester was once a standard of stability, and look where we are now. The executives at LCFC set any new manager up for failure, repeated false promises, and too much sway over the incoming signings. I applaud you for sticking to the match to the end and making good content, and I agree this match and the whole season is torture. I'm going to leave the stream. Cheers, mate. Jack. Thanks for the kind words, mate. Look, no matter what happens, Blue Tinted Glasses will be live and here for all the fans to have their say. So please don't go anywhere. We'll have the live call-in show on Monday next week where anyone can come and have their say. We'll have a stream tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, there'll be shit out every day. So I appreciate all of you for sticking around as well. Because you could easily you guys could now just turn off and go sleep, right? You could do that and you haven't. So thank you for sticking around. It is very much appreciated. Thanks, man. Very kind. Palace are in here. Daniel Munoz. Good save by Stelarche. Like it matters, though. Relegated 2 times in a row. We are fucking washed. We may as well hang the whole team and rebuild. Poor Luke woke up at 3 a.m. for this. Players won't want to sign for a club that is likely to be relegated. GG Medal said, "We're down, boys. We're down." Thank you, Rob, man. It's very much appreciated, man. This has just been torture watching this, so thank you for the kind words. Fuck. Ten seconds left of the game. Of course, man, if we get relegated, we'll be here, man. Leicester doesn't disappear, so BTG won't disappear. And that's full time. Leicester City have lost not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6 Premier League games in a row. Leicester City have lost. Utterly embarrassing, spineless, disgraceful once again from Leicester, who started the game strongly, didn't make the chances pay, and basically threw the whole fucking game down the drain. The decisions, the substitution decisions from Ruud van Nistelrooy were interesting. It'll be interesting to see what Anil, Luke, and Doc think to them. Please, people, if you've been contributing to the chat, the live chat, all stream, stick around if you can, because we have the instant match reaction coming straight up. There is no moving you need to do. You'll just be redirected straight there. As a rival supporter, what pisses me off is seeing the fucking distress you were going through, Locks. Love the banter last season. Last season when you were so happy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Man, fuck. The subs didn't make us worse. We were just as poor. Yep. The gulf is huge between Prem and Championship. Whoever comes up next season will go straight back down again. Don't know what you mean by that. 17 losses in a row. Big hugs to all of you. Everything will be all right. Cheers, man. Leicester is turned into a retirement home for players. Every game is a must-win game from here on out. We won't win every game, but we can't capitulate. Well, that's true. We can't throw away because we're already in the fucking shit. Sorry for swearing, but we're already in the pit. So where else is there to go? Right. There's a lot that's just happened. This isn't over for the night. It's late. It's 9:30, but we're continuing on blue tinted glasses. Yeah, the instant match reaction is coming straight up. You don't need to change anything. You will just be redirected as soon as this one ends. Thank you to the consistent 150 people that have been a part of this stream on YouTube throughout the whole thing, and then the X on Twitter or X, another 300 of you. So thank you so much. Stay tuned. Over to It's the Match Reaction. Let Anil, Luke, and Doc, let them know what you thought to that, because it's going to be interesting. We'll see you there in just a sec. Thank you, and bye-bye.